Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 as we continue our Japanese playthrough. Let's just kick time off. So we need to prepare for an invasion of the Philippines, obviously in war against the Allies. So I've seen the path in the focus tree now that's going to get us there, and it answers the question of which government should we go with. So we'll talk about that when it's time to change or choose our next national focus, which won't be too far away. I have built some railroads in southern China to try and supply our forces on the front line, because it's looking pretty grim. In fact, Commonwealth of the Philippines blocks our influence from spreading. Tibet allows that influence to spread. Okay, British Malaya blocks. Yeah, I wonder who might be influencing those. So that's some curious things that we have in the decisions down. What's that? Faction points. So that we can, we can do these, which we have been doing. Australia and New Zealand are not going to go for it, but the rest might, so we don't know. We'll save our political power for the time being. But that's going to be an interesting thing going out. Prototype decision on... The hell is this? Naval engineering. While we're still working on the system of underway replenishments run as smoothly as possible, we have to make one more decision. Longer range, lower convoy usage. Convoys I don't foresee being a problem, so we're going to go longer range on this. Underway replenishment range. Yeah, let's do that. I don't foresee that being a major issue for us. Norway's capitulated. Oh, yeah. Well, whilst we're planning on carving up Southeast Asia, we've got to remember that there's all sorts of shit kicking off in Europe still. To our benefit, I hope. I do indeed hope. Seems that the Balkan conflict is going to reignite. Is it? Is it really? Okay. So what we need to do is find... Ooh, where are you? I've got 22 divisions over there. All right, that's not a good place to be. Let me get these guys out of there, because we're clearly not going to be able to supply that. Let's bring them down to these coastal provinces. Like this. And let me get half, I think. That's instantly going to improve things. We're going to go half of those guys. I think I've got the manpower to do this. Leaving from Macau. Going for... We've got marine invasions coming up here. So let's send infantry invasions down here. And... Oh, North divisions. Ah, that's because we've got that fallback line going on. That's okay. They're not all on that line now. So that's okay. Supply situation's instantly improved. Treaty of Craiova. More concessions have been forced on legionary Romania, with the Tsardom of Bulgaria claiming southern Dobruja. Okay. That's part of some DLC for that region that I've never actually paid any attention to. And maybe I should take a look at that one day. Oh, speaking of such sort of playthroughs, of like minor nations, of challenges, of just one-off campaigns and stuff, and alt history stuff, I wanted to play this as a long form, a long series, because I know some of you enjoy those still. And there's a whole lot to look at, excuse me, with Japan's new focus trees, and of course the update and the mechanical changes to the game. So I wanted to look at this in detail and play through this slowly. When we play some of the, shall we say, more limited interest games, we're going to play the things, we'll do it like that new style one I did with the air power, where it's all put together and edited and just cuts out all the slow bits in between. Because I kind of like doing those as well, even though it is a hell of a lot of work of editing. You would not believe how long it took me to edit that video. Anyway, Great Japan Industrial Patriotic Association. So where we need to go down to be able to declare war whenever we want is if we just click on historical one. This just does help searching through this, certainly. We need to go down here, and when we get to this one, we will change to having a fascist government at this point, and then we can just invade anyone whenever we please, or at least, get the war goals going. So there's also some good stuff down here, which is going to help a lot of our military situations. So we'll crack on with that. And there's yet another one of these. Okay, let's just click all the buttons, and then hopefully never ever see this pop up ever again. I mean, we end up getting them anyway. I would like to see some of these things work a bit more like the new doctrine trees do, where you can choose A, B, C, or D as your branch for that military-industrial thing. You just click on one to start, and it just assigns points, and it unlocks as it goes down the tree automatically. because this is just a distraction, in my opinion, and one that we just don't need. The game has enough distractions. Nice, we have dockyards. What are we going to build with this? Nothing, because we are out of steel. Is that true? I need to go and look at what's happening with the steel coming from Manchukuo, because that's insane. We've got destroyers, we've got subs. There's no point putting extra dockyards into this, because I don't think this is going to help. We'll keep them spare. Meanwhile, military factories. There's a definite shortage of AA guns. Even those. A lack of steel. So what we can do is put it into aircraft production, because at that point, rubber becomes a problem. It's not a huge issue at the moment. So let's put a couple of factories on there. And what's going on with the trade in steel? Because we were doing well with this. They're just not delivering it all. I don't know why they're not delivering it all. We can probably get some from these guys, the reformed government of the Republic of China. So stick that on. One factory gets me 65. Which, amazingly, is not enough to cover that. But we're just a shortage of one. And these guys are supposed to be delivering more. So I think we can invest in this and make it better. And then we can just grab it all from that as well. Is there anyone else that we can... No, I don't think so. Not for such a good price, anyway. Bulgaria's joined the Axis. Legion of Romania, yes, okay. Soviet Union, yes, okay. We don't care. The advanced flamethrower. So let me just check. That one is going to allow us to make our flame tanks. So what we want for that, I don't think we need worry about speed for this. But we are going to make some medium tanks anyway. The high impact... I've not looked at this. I've never looked any further. The high impact obliterator cannon. Are we moving into science fiction here? And the invasion of Mars and things. I mean, what the hell is an obliterator cannon? Sounds insane. Let me get... We've got a bonus for this. So let's go and get 1938 mediums whilst they're cheap. I say cheap. They're kind of cheap. Let me see if we can produce... I don't know if this is going to be a thing. If I take the improved light tank, can I put on this flamethrowers? We've got advanced flamethrower. And we change that to flame support company. And yes, we can. We absolutely can. So this is going to be awesome. I just don't know whether it's worth... I really don't know whether it's worth boosting the stats on this, because we're getting it from the flamethrower effect, which will boost the infantry's stats. That's the whole point. But because I don't know whether it makes a difference, I am going to put whatever we need on here. Fuel drums, because they just hold extra supply. I think that's still a thing. And we're going to go for cast armor. 20%. Oh, we don't have the better armor yet, do we? It's not going to make a massive difference. But we do have chromium. I don't want to go for a production cost up 20%. So, production cost minus 20%? Oh, well, riveted armor. Yeah, we're on that anyway. Let's go with our... Don't know. Go with that one. What difference it's going to make. And I'm not going to put anything else on. What's the reliability? 105%. 6.8 kilometers an hour. We'll just boost the engine until we get that just under 100%. I don't think there's anything that we're going to have this with that will be slowed down by that, so that's fine. Right, get making those guys. That'll do. We are going to want quite a few of these, as we're going to see, and steel is going to be... Yeah, let's take those priorities out of there now. I want to get these going, because I want to see how much this is going to be required. If we add in the light tank flame company, that's going to require 1,100 tanks. Do you know what? I'm going to stick it on, and I don't care. I know we have none of those, but they'll start filling it up. The idea behind that, of course, does it show me now if I do that? Because we know that recon boosts the artillery. Does it not show? It normally flashes up on there, which it boosts. I'm pretty sure it does. Does it say in there, manpower, light flame tank? All infantry and motorized mechanized battalions get 5% breakthrough. And there are some... There's actually some movement bonuses on forts, which I don't know why that's for. But there's some attack and defense bonuses elsewhere. Right, okay. So they are going to do what I think they're going to do. That was for designing the light cruisers, I think. So that's excellent. Yeah, the naval side of this is a slow builder. But it is what it is. That's fine. And where are we? Because we're in 1940. I'm going to get this done because I kind of want better tanks and amphibious tanks. So this gives us the option for the better armor, I believe. We'll get down there. By the time we get some better designs, we can decide if we want to change that at all. I honestly, as it goes in as a support company, I really don't know if it makes much difference boosting those stats of the individual tanks. It feels like the right thing to do. We do want that before we have the light cruisers. So let's get that going. And then I can get my favorite design of light cruisers on the board. Get level 2 armor. Generally stop at that point. And we have one of these. Click, click, clickety, click, click, click. There we go. Go away. That'll confuse things. There's another one. Is this because I haven't clicked on something already? It's because I haven't done that. That's why. So it's not going to do anything else. There's more? Oh my god. I get so sick of... Right. Take that one. And then do the rest yourself. I get so sick of those. Enact the religious organization's law. Excellent. And an improved sub. So we're moving down here. Now that one gives us a political advisor, but we've got an encirclement penalty which is reduced. Hopefully we'll never be encircled. So we'll see if that actually makes any difference. This is going to give us more political power, which we desperately need. And a new advisor. Land doctrine cost goes down. Oh, an army experience. We'll see if those matter. Probably not. Now then, we got the new submarines. We can go straight for the submarine snorkel. What's that one give us? Produces naval engineering, enables the AIP diesel combination engine. An unnecessary change. I think that one will just... The snorkel's quite good for visibility. I'll grab that, and then we can say our submarine design is finished until the war's probably going to be over. Now then, what's the situation like over here for this guy, who's a little bit hungry? I don't think the supplies are coming in quite enough. Oh, we've got more of these troops coming in. That's cool. Cool. Have we got a lot of these guys coming in? It looks like we have. Start building those up. So I'm kind of looking forward. I thought it said no divisions on there. Kind of looking forward to the attack on... You're not training. You guys may as well train up. Oh, we did make some changes. We added the light tanks things in, didn't we? Which does remind me, if I go on there, we can give you guys the light tank flame companies. And you get them first. I think they give the benefit to the Marines as well. I'm just going to delete that order now so that we don't accidentally leave that on. Yugoslavia's... Wait, hang on. How quickly did that go ahead? Right, that looks considerably different to how I imagined it looking, I'm going to be honest. Interesting. Something to pay attention to there. Lots of new troops coming in. Oh, we've got some tanks in there as well. So we've got the new order movement. And then I think this is the one that we actually want. So this will get us a new prime minister. The fascist party will take over, I think, and we'll start building up daily fascism support. It sounds like the wrong thing to do, and I do dislike playing as the bad guys. But this can't really be helped. As a lot of you will say, I actually make a very good bad guy. And I'm touched. I really am. German Reich requests a non-aggression pact. This will strengthen us. Yes. Because that's how we're going to invade Britain one day. We're going to invade from France. It's going to happen. Trotsky survives the assassination. We don't care. Maybe that will cause... I don't know what event... I don't know what that event actually does. Does it cause trouble for the Soviet Union later on? I have no idea. United Kingdom declared war on Iraq. Okay, and we've got the Sokyo Sagayuki, which I have no idea what this is. It's an armoured support vehicle. I thought that's what it did. Is there anything we can chuck in there? I don't think so. Peru declared war on Ecuador. I do have the South American DLC, actually, so we will see stuff like that. That's what these DLCs do. They just generate loads more random events. For better or worse? Well, you let me know in the comments. We've got the schnorkel fixed. That's great. So at that point, we step away from that page. And... have they changed the dates on this? Was it not 1940 destroyers and subs at one point? Am I thinking of something else? I might be getting these two mixed up. I don't know. I have this feeling it was 1940 destroyers and subs was the time date to get those. But everyone went to get them early anyway. Do we want to work through those? I think not. We're in 41, so it is time to get some more industry on the go. As that seems to be a bit of a sticking point for us now. We're using... convoy use. Oh, I guess some are assigned to the invasions. War in South America. What will become of South America? Do we care what becomes of South America? We could conquer South America. I believe I did that in my last Japanese playthrough. Let's have a look. Who are we going with? We are going to go into some medium tanks. I'll let them play with the funds. I should focus that, really. Right then, what's the Navy doing? These guys... that should be on automatic split off, otherwise... it's going to be held up training because of one ship that's crashed into someone else. The Imperial Rule Association... Assistance Association. What a mouthful that is. So, we can now do the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. Makes more sense. Manpower... okay. This grants manpower requirement from subjects plus 5%. We get some political power. We can have a long-term goal slot. Right, this sounds good. This is going to boost our faction. This is working with the... I think the DLC mechanics rather than the general game update mechanics. This is coming along nicely. I think we will go... no, we'll go for industry. We'll make sure we get all this going. That's kind of critical. And another one of these. Right. Go away. Go away. Tick the boxes. Press the buttons. Tick one of those. Don't care. Let's see what happens. In multiplayer, you might care more about these sort of decisions, but for now, we don't need to worry about them too much. Docking requests from Italy. Yep, accept that. And Germany. I'm going to assume that's reciprocal, but I'm just going to go check. Can we ask for docking rights? No, it only works one way. How unusual is that? I mean, I guess it's always worked one way, and I've never really worried about it before, but... you'd think that would be a reciprocal thing. The all-or-nothing armor scheme. Then... oh, let me just check the guns. No, we got the light guns, didn't we? Let's get the improved cruisers. We'll start getting the design out on those. And we will need to... we'll need to also concern ourselves with the amount of steel that's getting used. We need aluminium and rubber. Let's go trade away some civilian factories for aluminium. They're not giving us what they should do. Does these guys have some? And rubber. We're going to fix the rubber issue pretty quickly. Everyone wants rubber. Look, this is an issue. Should we get it from the Belgian Congo? Vichy France might be a safe bet, but they've only got 8. We'll take it from the Belgian Congo for now. We'll just take one. I'll have to reassign all that as soon as we go in. Actually, this isn't going to be the big rubber supplier, but that's we're going to hopefully get it from here, here, here. We're going to get as much of that as possible. Italian-Bulgarian Military Technology Exchange. Good for them. Did we ever get... We never really did much. We haven't got... Oh, I actually don't think we've got naval bombers going at the moment. Yikes. Let me potentially change that now, because we are going to need some naval bombers. This is going to be the problem, though. They're going to have really shit range. But I think it's going to have to be a thing. Okay, we're going to go for basic small airframe. We stick on one of those. That's all we've got. I don't think we can even do... Change that to naval aircraft. Can we even add special modules? We can do that. The air defense goes down. I don't care about air defense so much on naval... Do I? I don't know if I do or not. We don't have anything else, so... that's not actually a very good... That makes it look like a medium bomber. Which it is not. So I think we're just going to... I think we're going to change the graphic on that, because I don't like that. Because otherwise I'm going to think, what the hell did I build? Something that looks like that is far more appropriate for what that actually is. Right. We move onwards. I was thinking that because these air bases that we have, we're gonna want some naval bombers on there. We've got to watch out for the pesky Americans. Although, yeah, as soon as we go into this, the Americans are going to be into the war with us. Things are going to, like, get spicy really quickly then. Like, really quickly. Thank you. We have the basic medium tank. We're not going to produce it straight away, because we don't really have a great use for armoured divisions storming across the Pacific Islands. That'll come later. Get construction going. And at some point, I feel like I am going to have to... Actually, our civilian factories are okay. They are just okay. I do feel like I want more. Let's have a look at the infrastructure situation and see if we can boost our production of any particular metals. There's a bit of... Oh, no. No, we've got the steel from there. There's going to be a little bit of steel here. Oh, steel up here as well. Excellent. That gives us +8. And what's that? Oh, coal. Okay. Yep, coal is a thing. There is some more coal there. I don't think we'll get a lot from the infrastructure, though. But that gives us... That gives us bits. There is some fuel there. 2 fuel. Okay, that's something. So we're going to try and boost our supplies a little bit of stuff. I'd be surprised if coal becomes a problem for us. But it is the new mechanic that we need to pay some attention to. At least. Who's in this force, by the way? Don't know. So let's take these guys here. Oh, these... okay, let's just put them all in there. We've got one commander in there. Of a right funny mix. I don't like the look of that one. I'm going to get rid of that armoured division. Just disband it. It's going to be in the way. Okay, here we go. The question of East Asian co-prosperity. With the establishment of the Greater East Asia co-prosperity sphere, a question has arisen. Do we pursue a promised goal of Asian prosperity, or do we take that which is rightfully ours and assert our control over Asia more directly? I think I know what the answer is going to be. The Emperor's supreme authority must always come first. So this increases our damage to garrisons and required garrisons, and daily compliance gain takes a hit. But we gain a bonus to resources. It sounds like the Japanese thing to do. We must pursue prosperity for all Asian interests. Oh, this is occupation law, East Asian, which grants... This is... Okay, this is a much better one to hold. It doesn't sound like the thing we do. This should be the one should we do. So this is going to give us a lot more resources, but we're going to have resistance target minus 40%. That sounds good. But the damage to garrisons is up, which is why we maybe should start putting some tanks in those garrison divisions, which we could do if we just make cheap-ass medium tanks to go in there. Daily compliance gain is a problem. But all the repair speed and everything and the sabotage chance. Let's go with it. The Emperor's supreme authority must always come first. Right. I might live to regret that. But I think we will bring prosperity to all of Asia. Let's see how that works. Right, where did we get to then? We were working our way down here, right? So there's the Tripartite Pact. This is political advisors, war support, fascism support. Sounds good. Form the Yokuzan Sonin. What's that do? Recruitable population goes up. Factory output goes down. That's maybe something for later then. We've got formalized the Tanarigumi. You'll appreciate my perfect pronunciation of all these Japanese words, I'm sure. Okay, so that's for our puppets. They are going to get stability, war support, and master ideology drift. Which sounds alright, but I don't know if it's that amazing. War support and command power allows the use of the last stand. Oh, the East Asia Development Board. What does this do? Japanese industrial support grants construction speed, factory output for 730 days. We can start industrial projects in our allies. The Flying Geese. So I'm just reading this stuff out for you guys. This is all new to me. You maybe have had a look through the game and seen this already. Research speed. I mean, if we get... Oh, okay, we get railroad. Do we get railroad? Do we definitely want infrastructure? Which isn't a bad idea at all. And this one, the Japan-Manchukuo Economic Bloc. Infrastructure construction speed goes up. Consumer goods factories goes down. That's for us, I think. Huh, man, there's so much to think about. I think that's all good stuff, but I do need to be aware that whilst grabbing that, we're not getting maybe more important things done. And what about this expedition to Tibet? Should we do this? Let's do that and see if we can bring Tibet into the fold. It's a big old country. I have no idea what this will do, and I just want to see. We get some moderately useful things. It'll give us a border. Most of it's impassable, right? But it will give us a border with India. Let's be careful. We'll have to be careful about that. It might work against us. But we'll see what happens. Got a right old mix of units coming along here. Perfect for manning a border in the mountains with India, perhaps. Right, come on, game. 6th of April, 1941. We are heading to something hopefully exciting down here. What's our government? Did we change? We did. We changed? Oh, okay. We can now change these. We're going to a war economy. And we have enough money to also go on to extensive conscription. Training time does not particularly bother me too much. We have the improved engine for our tanks. And I will grab... We do have military factories actually coming up for this. So... should we grab them now? We could grab proper medium tanks. I'm going to grab amphibious tanks because I feel like that's maybe going to be more urgent. And then we can get those designed and we'll get some proper tanks done. And we have stacks of experience. So let's edit this. This is not a medium tank division. Let's be honest. This is not. Are we still making light tanks? Or did I stop that? Oh, we're still making medium tanks. Interwar medium tanks at that. Right. Yeah, we might want to rethink the options on there. We're not making... Are we making light tanks? We are making light tanks. So these things only exist for the purpose of going into recon and stuff like that. Alright, that's fine. This needs completely redesigning. So let's add some medium tanks in. We want to be about 25 combat width. We're going to need some support anti-air. I'll not worry about the flame tank company on these. But this stuff, we want to make these mobile battalions. So motorized infantry. We have the points to spare for this. So Let's change that over. The organization is high enough, so we can add more of those in there. Combat with the 22 organization. Oh, it's enough. Let's go for another. That'll do. Let's save that. Call those elites. Save. Now that's going to require. That's going to make quite the building block of resources right there. That's fine. What else were we going to do? We've got nothing in training at the moment, so I'd say let's stick a ton of these guys in. Let's get a proper army. I'm going to make it... We should have a look and see what we actually need, but I'm going to go 25 divisions, because I know there's one army which has a division empty at the moment, so we'll do that. That's a fair bit of manpower, but we've just increased the conscription, so we should be okay. And I'm sure there was something else we were going to do, but I can't remember what it was. Trucks, we are currently okay, we're making 6 a day, so I think that's all right. The medium tanks at 40 a day nearly? They must be terrible, but we're going to change that soon. And nothing else, I think, particularly matters. This is slow, look. Let's put some in there. And that's a bit behind, so we'll boost that a little bit as well. That I don't feel is as important. This is obviously going to require a lot. All right, okay. We've made some plans. We've spent some points. The Navy... Have we unlocked everything for the Navy? I don't know that we have. Well, actually, it looks like we've unlocked nothing for the Navy. So... Capital hunters, coastal mine lane, long-range submarines... Torpedo reveal chance. This is the submarine section. Wolf packs sounds like a good one. Retreat speed after initial stage. Well, that's kind of what we want to do, yeah? We want to do that. Unlock it. Screens. We're going to go convoy escort, hunter-killer groups. Sounds good. I mean, we could look at the stats for this. Pretty sure it's not going to matter too much. Anti-aircraft cruisers. The new school. So what does this give us? This sounds light cruisers. Okay, they get some bonuses. Raiding efficiency for destroyers. We don't raid with destroyers. I mean, I'm just going to go convoy escort because that's their job, right? That's really what we want. Carriers. We're going to go for carrier battle groups. Massed carrier fleet. Light task forces. What does this do? Some carrier stuff, some destroyer stuff. Okay, so it's as if we're going to make like light small forces. I guess we could. Floating airfields. Just select that. And capital ships, line of battle. Unlock. There we go. It's spent. It's done. Over on the air doctrine. I know some of you are probably thinking, why are you just clicking on anything without looking at the stats? It's because I strongly believe that the individual details really don't matter too much when you're playing against the AI in this. Just go for flavor. Go for anything that will do. If you get the strategy right, the minor details won't matter. Now, in multiplayer games, that's a different story. You really do have to look at every little detail because your opponent will be doing the same. And they'll be using every cheesy tactic they can. Every cheesy sort of number crunching system that they can find to make your life that little bit harder. So just be aware of that. But against the AI, don't worry about it. Get the strategy right. The tactics will take care of themselves. That's my strategy, and I am sticking to it.